All right, what up, though? Uh-oh. I didn't update the graphic, dog. Let me update the graphic real quick. What's up, everybody? Welcome to, let me type this in, Detroit Lions Weekly. Okay, and we are going to hit this, and then, yep. Hey, y'all got to forgive the typos, man. I promise to do better. I promise to do better. What is going on, everybody? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hope you guys have had a fantastic week. Yes, I made a Jadeveon Clowney video. Yes, I knew you weren't going to watch it, but hey, we had to talk about it anyway. We got 84 days into the Hall of Fame game when, to me, the Lions season officially kicks off. I want to show you guys something real quick, and then I'll peep out the chat. Let me go to my email because I forgot to bring this in. We got Shift God. We got Luke. What's up, Luke? We got J48. What's up? What's up? Appreciate you, man. Says one of my favorite days of the week because of you. That's what's up, bro. I appreciate that. I'm glad I can help your day be better, my man. Let me see. Let me download this real quick. I want to show you. I meant to put this in one of my videos, but I keep forgetting to do that. So let me move this. I'm going to bring this right here and then bring this over here. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Let me shout everybody in the chat out. What's up? We got Luke. We got Steven. What's up? Fave says, I was just reading how Trey Hendrickson at stalemate contract negotiations in City. Cincy Brad has to try again to make that move. That was actually going to be a video yesterday, Steve, but I got wrapped up. My kid had a doctor's appointment and, but I did see that. And the reason I didn't rush to make the video is because it's like, dog, Brad ain't doing nothing. He's not going to do anything. He's not going to do anything. And Jadeveon Clowney, although I'm not saying that Jadeveon Clowney is, I don't know if he's the right fit for our team, but I mean, is that what we own right now? Or are we on, we need some players? Because I'm on players, bro. I mean, unless you're a murderer or something, then okay. I mean, we can use a little spice on our team. So I did see that. What's up, Monkey? What's going on, man? God, Monkey. What's going on? Says Denzel, what up, what up? Have no fear. I am here. What's up? Spirit of Detroit says, so happy that we got proof Brad Holmes doesn't care. That's what's up. Shout out to Spirit, man, for hitting 5,000 subscribers, man. Told you. Said we had shout out. Listen, Isaiah Buggs. I was going to make a video about him. Guess where he's playing? The UFL. Brother has been demoted. How you go from the NFL to like you won a Super Bowl, won in quotation marks, won, and now you playing in the hey, not that there's anything wrong with playing in the UFL. It's just I don't know, bro. Usually you working your way up, not down, but it's a good thing. So speaking of UFL, make sure you guys promote. Not promote, but I'll do that. Make sure you guys support the Michigan Panthers. We had the second best highest attendance in the 4 games, and it was the San Antonio, not San Antonio, what is it? St. Louis Battlehawks, and then us. Like we had almost 12,000, man. That's a nice little chunk of the stadium. That's about what? That's almost 20%. No, that's like 15. So go down. They got one more home game, May 31st on a Saturday at 3:00. Take your family down there. Tickets are super cheap. We were giving some away. I say we, as in I was helping the person give them away. So they had players like giving tickets away. And guess who was there? Jake Bates. Jake Bates was there sitting with regular folks, bruh. He was sitting with us, but nobody really knew he was there except the real ones. We knew what was up. Let me see. Yeah, Bugs has been demoted. I think he plays for the San Antonio Brahmas or something like that. So yeah. All right, so let me do this real quick. Speaking of UFL, I was at Ford Field on Sunday, and it was a great time. And I want to tell you about this experience that I had with this young man here. I say young man because he's quite younger than me, but this is the big homie Riley, who saw me at the game, and he wants to take a picture. He's walking around with his son, and he wants to take a picture. Now, that is the token pose. You always point at the person that takes a picture, which you always point, let them know it's about them. So, Riley, I hope you don't mind this photo. But he sent it to me, and I was like, but here's the part that's super cool, right? So, I'm walking around the stadium. And I got, you see me with the Lions, the old Lions Syndicate on, which I like, by the way, but y'all didn't like it. But you see me with it on. So I'm walking around and he sees me, right? So he says, Derek, Lions Syndicate. I'm like, what's up? So the dude is smiling from ear to ear. And it's just, when people see you and you can make them smile, like, it's super cool, right? So he's like, yo, I watch all of your videos. Every last one of them I watch. And he was just like completely flabbergasted. And I'm just like, yo, I'm really the same as you, right? So here was the coolest part. So he shakes my hand. He's with his son. He introduces me to his kid. And, you know, he's like, and when I see people, I say the same thing. Thank you for supporting the channel. The first thing I say is, do you comment? That's the first thing I say. And so he's like, no, not really. And so I'm like, all right, man. So because I wanted to make sure, I've been taking 10,000 steps for the last week. I'm really trying to get my health right? So I walk around the stadium. I knew that from the parking lot to the stadium, walking around the stadium, I would be able to get close to my 10,000 steps. So I do a lap around the stadium. So we come back around. I see him and his son again. And he's like, yo, you mind taking a picture with the family? And I'm like, yeah, right. But it was cool. But I'm just like, so I'm sitting there and just awe-inspired by the fact that this individual wanted to take a picture with me. Like me. You know what I'm saying? My opinion, the way that I act on YouTube, the way the takes that I have, and he was genuinely happy to take a picture with me. So we come around, meet his family. So I shake everybody's hand, and his son is right there. So we take a picture, another photo, and it's one, I have another one with his son in there. So it's crazy, right? It's just, it's kind of crazy. And then I saw another individual who was like Lions Syndicate, and same thing, like, yo, I watch the videos, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, comment, right? So if you watch this, comment in the comment section. You know which one? You had like the dreads. So then the another cool moment. So shout out to Michigan Panther Pride. That's the podcast that as a matter of fact, they might be live right now, but they do a Michigan Panther podcast every week. And they're like the people you should really go. They're trying to build connections with the league, and they kind of got some type of inside connection with the league. So let's put it like this. If they had what I have for Michigan, for like the USFL, they would be asking them to do anything. 30,000 to the UF. That's if they had, that's almost like what, 65% of the stadium. So they would have them do everything. So I'm really trying to get those guys going. So their seats are in the first row. So I'm sitting with them, and there's a worker, and she is standing on the field, and she's looking at everybody. So we make eye contact. And so I'm looking at her, she looking at me. I'm like, okay, you know. I look back. She wasn't like staring, so it wasn't weird. So it wasn't like that. But she glances again, and I glance back at her, right? And so I'm like, okay. So the game's over, and I get up, and she's like, I knew. So I guess she saw the shirt, and she was like, I knew you look familiar. I watch your podcast. And I said, appreciate it, thank you. Do you comment? And so if you go and you look at my live stream walking from the stadium, she's the first comment. I pinned the comment. But it's just so cool, man. So remember, guys, be yourself. Always be true to who you are, and people will gravitate toward that. If they don't, then so be it. But be true to who you are, man, and you will be accepted by someone. Somebody will accept you. So anyway, that's my story. Anna D in the building says, we could be anywhere else on YouTube, but we choose. I appreciate that. And you're doing too much, by the way. Q-Ball says, I would act the same way if I saw you too. Man, listen, y'all are doing too much. Like it's so I don't want people not to do it, but it's it literally, it makes me smile just as much as it makes them smile because of how people see me. I told you about the dude that said he was going to slap me when he saw me. And then he saw me and was like, what up, though, man? As a matter of fact, his wife had to call him out. Like, yo, hey, tell him what you said you was going to do. He's like, oh, no, I ain't say. Tell him what you said. And he was like, man, I said when I saw you, I was going to slap you. I'm like, dang, okay, then. All right, so I'm like, get it in. So he gave me a little tap, man, and we kept it moving. But it was kind of cool. But I mean, so I spent the rest of the day smiling because just like literally putting a smile on somebody's face, and I'm just a regular person. That's super cool, man. It is super cool. But anyway, let me see. We got John Knight in the building. What's up, kid? I know you're not doing record predictions till this week, but we going 10-7 at best, under The over-under is 10.5. I think we lose to the Eagles, Vikings, Bears, Ravens, Bills, Rams, trap game, Steelers. Wee. Yeah. Speaking of that, the schedule release is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. I say this Wednesday since that's the only Wednesday in front of us, right? So the schedule release, we'll be getting on at 7 o'clock. We're going to do it like we usually do it. The schedule release is at 8. So we're going to do that. So you're going to do a live stream like we've been doing it. And I will give my way too early record prediction. But hey, Fresh, I can't be really mad because I could see that as well. What's up, Josh? What's good with you, man? I was at the Colts game trying to find you. Man, listen, it was crowded at that game. It was people everywhere. It was people everywhere. Luke says, yo, can I get a shout out? What's up, Luke? Shout out to you, man. How do you say your last name? It looks like Dapenhorst. I don't know. Master, you get your helmet, right? Shift God says, listen, if y'all want to do record predictions, that's fine because then we won't be on again until the actual schedule release. So if you want to do that, that's fine. I think I got a picture of the schedule somewhere. The Lions actually put it on their Twitter account yesterday. So maybe I can go find that. You know, as a matter of fact, we can talk about that. But let's talk about this here. Let me see. In your last video, you asked we would take Jadeveon or Ahmed this year. I'm taking Ahmed, Derek. Okay. All right, Steve. Okay, so let's get right into that. So I made a video about Jadeveon Clowney being released. Now, there were some people talking about potential trade. And I'm like, if we just wait, I think he's going to be released. And the Carolina Panthers, they drafted like 2 edge rushers or something like that. They decided to release Jadeveon Clowney. And I asked the question, who would you put currently up against, if you had to line up Aiden, DJ Reader, let's say Tyleek is the next one because he probably will be, what current Detroit Lion would you put up over Jadeveon Clowney? I am going to say no one, and that includes Ahmed. He's a rookie. He got to get accustomed to the NFL, and he really not going to get accustomed until he get into a game, not the preseason game. The preseason game going to be a rude awakening. An actual game with actual starters, that's going to be different. So for everything this kid got, what does he have most? Upside, potential. I'm taking Jadeveon over Mohammed, over Marcus Davenport, over Ahmed, over Josh Pascal. I'm taking him over all. He is a seasoned veteran who does what he's supposed to. He gets to the quarterback. Now, 5.5 sacks is more sacks than we have outside of Hutchinson. Just put that in perspective. So for me, that's just my thought. But what would you? Wait a minute. Master, you better be, hold on, bro. You better be getting that mug soon, bro. You ain't get the Motor City Muscle? We got a problem, dog. We got a problem. Bro, I mailed that mug last week. You was one of my, okay, so, hold on. You like, hold on, let me see where you are. Okay, yeah, dog, let me see. Okay, so I mailed yours in a batch. Okay, you know what? Nope. It's you, Troy, J Love, and Super Speed. Okay, so I mailed yours. You should get it by tomorrow, bro. Okay, you should get it by tomorrow. Yeah. Hold on. Let me bring the chat back. You should get it by tomorrow. Let me know, because I didn't pay for the extra delivery confirmation. Just so y'all know, delivery confirmation when it first hit, it used to be free, but now they charge you for it. So I didn't get the. Was it delivery confirmation or signature? I didn't get that. Yeah, the tracking number. You're right, bro. I can look that up. Q Ball says. Wait, got to ship it prior to mail, so they have to sign for it. You know what, bro? Spirit, I think I might have jumped the gun. I might have mailed it. I might have mailed it like Sunday. I think I mailed it Sunday. So it didn't go out until Monday. Today's Thursday. He should get it by Saturday. Yeah, you should get it by Saturday, bro. Okay, let me see. $14.99. Good Lord, bro. Hey, I pay for shipping, so you know we got to do it. I used to go to UPS, but then they cost too much. That's crazy. All right, so who are you taking? Who are you taking? Who are you taking over? Let me say, you rather have Za'Darius over Jadeveon? Absolutely, 100%. But the further we go, in my opinion, the further we go from like every day that passes that we haven't signed Za'Darius, I feel like he's not coming back. Because think about it. The ball is literally for what the last month has been in Za'Darius' court. And my opinion is that the price went up after the NFL draft because now the Detroit Lions, in Za'Darius' eyes, and this is of course all speculation, the price could have just went up now because they're more desperate. I mean, listen, you can believe and feel whatever you want to about Ahmed. I feel it too. My reality is this. This guy is a 6th-round pick. He was a 6th-round pick for a reason. If you are being gracious, you could say, let's just say he was a 4th rounder that fell to the 6th round. Okay, Amon-Ra St. Brown was a 4th rounder, okay? Whether he should have been or not. So now it's up to Ahmed to come out there and prove everybody wrong. And that's what we think he's going to do, right? That's what we want him to do. But he got to do it, though. Like, he still has to get out there and put the work in, go up against NFL linemen that's going to outweigh him by 50-plus pounds. So you know what I'm saying? So I think, in my honest opinion, I think he's going to be better than James Houston. I think he's going to be way better than James Houston. But at the same time, I'm waiting to see what happens. Is he the guy? I don't know. It's too early for me to say that. I would love the story on this guy to be like, he was a 6th-round pick who defied all odds up against it, right? And he just dominates and wins Rookie of the Year and all that other stuff. Yeah. Derek, why has he passed around so much? He was the number 1 pick. Was it his gameplay? Okay, Steven, I don't think it was his gameplay. To be honest with you, Jadeveon has had a little bit of an attitude problem, in my opinion. This guy has been on he was on Houston for quite a while. Then he started bouncing around Seattle, Cleveland, Baltimore. I mean, Carolina. He's been passed around a little bit. And I think a lot of that has been attitude. It might not be like a locker room cancer type thing, but hey, I know my worth. I want this much money. Period. I'm so good, somebody's going to sign me. It might not be a winner, but somebody going to sign me. And that's been the case. Jadeveon Clowney has been in the NFL since he got drafted. Like, he has not played in a year. He's not set out a year. So the dude done played because somebody always requests his services. Tesla was a good pick. Yep, I want Z Moore. Oh, I absolutely would take Za'Darius. There's no question. But the more we wait, the longer time passes. You know, somebody said in my comment section that they're 99% sure Za'Darius is coming back. I'm like, from where? Where did you get that from? Tesla, yeah, absolutely. Marcus Davenport, I was born with glass bones and paper skin. What's up? Jason says, what up, Syndicate? One Pride Worldwide all day. Let's go. His hit against the Michigan was what shot him to number 1. Oh, you know what? So I think I still have. All right. So I still got, let's discuss this live because I still got his stats pulled up. And then we'll also talk about the schedule. Okay, you know what we'll do? We'll do this. And I talked about this last week because the draft, can you believe the draft was like 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago from today was the NFL draft. That's insane how quickly time is flying past. But let's have a little fun here. Let's have a little fun because right now, our primary pass rusher opposite Aiden Hutchinson is Marcus Davenport. And here's a little fun fact about Marcus Davenport. Marcus Davenport was taken before Lamar Jackson. It's always been there, but Marcus Davenport is so irrelevant as compared to Lamar Jackson. Like, you never is gonna. You know what? That's the same draft Marcus was drafted in. Nobody even he's a non-factor, right? He don't have 1 MVP season, let alone 2. Marcus Davenport was drafted before, and not just like right before, but Marcus Davenport was drafted top 20, and then Lamar falls to the bottom of the first. And I know why. People didn't have confidence in him throwing the ball. Okay, so let's start here. Let's go to Marcus Davenport, all right, 28 years old, 6'6", 265. Okay. All right, cool. He had half a sack. That was in the Rams game. I forgot who had the other half. Let's look at his stats, and we're going to compare him to Jadeveon Clowney. Been in the league since 2018. He was picked number 14. And I don't like Lamar Jackson like that. But 14, bro? Come on, man. That's crazy. Crazy. I think the only reason he's on our team is because Dan Campbell was there. That's it. So let's look at this brother here. Well. The best season of his career was 9 sacks. Like, bro, top 15. This is the best. You see this over here? He has never played a full season in his NFL career. Not a one. The closest he came was 2 years ago. For the past 2 years, he has 6 games collectively. And when we talk about, like, we want to just throw people under the bus. We want to say how washed they are. If you are producing, it doesn't matter how old you are. Especially if you're currently playing in the National Football League. It ain't like you on the couch. It ain't like you Bruce Irvin. You out there growing tomatoes. And Brad calls you. Come on, dog. We can't call Jadeveon because he got a little attitude problem. Now look at this. Jadeveon has only played what, 2? At least he played 2. His career been longer. Look at how long the brother been in the league. 4+ years. What are we doing? Since Marcus Davenport's best season, Jadeveon did that 2 years ago when Baltimore was sacking everybody. Coming off 5.5, bro. Come on, man. Listen, they got y'all shook. Because you know what's funny to me is when Matt Patricia was here and when Jim Caldwell is here, y'all wanted dogs. That's what you wanted. Maybe it's because we weren't over the hump. But now since we're, it's all about grit and culture fit, maybe that's what it is now. It's all about grit and culture fit. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get that put on the shirt. All grit. all grit, no culture fit. That's crazy. I mean, can we get a guy that might be a little bit disruptive, but he do his job? Come on, man. Von Miller is on his last leg. If we being realistic, it's Clowney or Zadarius. Absolutely. You'll get more out of Clowney than you would Von Miller. Von Miller will give you a third. He will give you 66% of a season. I mean, why you playing? Zadarius is the top of the food chain out of those 3. Man, this man's got perma question as his status. Dog, that's what I'm saying. And we really, so what was the question? What was the answer to the question? Because I don't know if anybody answered it. Who are you taking right now? If you had to put the defensive line out there right now, we know it's going to be, let's say Hutch is available. Let's say Hutch is good to go. He can play. Hutch, Reader, Williams. Who are you confidently lining up on the opposite side right now? Go. And watch y'all put some nonsense in the comment section. Y'all going to be like, Marcus Davenport, Ahmed, the rookie sensation. He hasn't even played in the National Football League yet. Come on, dog. He wasn't like number 1, number 2. He is a 6th round pick. That's like saying Marcus Davenport or what's his name? Malcolm Rodriguez. Come on, man. The only reason Malcolm was who he was is because our team was trash. That's it. What happened when our team got better? He got pushed back. That's what happens when you get better players. And I love Malcolm Rodriguez. Dude is questionable in the offseason. Well, look, everybody in this chat is taking Zadarius Smith. Everybody here. I couldn't even imagine Hutch and Zadarius. But there's a reason he's not back yet. There's a reason. Durr says they all suck. I would take a high schooler over Davenport. Z already in the D-line fits perfectly. Broderick Martin. No. Zadarius Smith is not on the team. Who are you taking? We know we're taking him back. Exclude him from this conversation. See, y'all be moving the goalposts, man. Stop moving the goalposts and kick it through. Zadarius is a non-factor. This conversation is about Our team versus Jadeveon Clowney. Because nobody wants Clowney. He's washed. Oh, I rather take. Okay, well, if you rather take, put it in the comment section. Who would you rather take currently on our roster at defensive end other than Jadeveon Clowney? And if you say I'm mad, I'm telling you, man, you might as well bring in James Houston. This guy played a down in the National Football League. Broderick says drop some weight and learn to rush off the edge. That would be something. Muhammad did good. Listen, I like Muhammad. I like him. But we talking about practice squad, dude. Do y'all know yesterday was 23 years from practice? We talking about practice, not a game. I mean, what are we talking about here? Practice. I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we talking about practice, man. What are we talking about? We talking about practice. That was 23 years ago yesterday. So what are we talking about? Practice squad people. Come on, man. I take the biggest guy in the stands. James Houston Bonnet over Davenport. See, again, go bring you on our team. You can't even say who on our team. Okay, you know what? Let's make this easier for y'all. Let's look up. We're going to bring in the roster. And then the second half of the show, we'll talk about the schedule. I'm not giving you my schedule or my record, but you guys can put it in the comment section because the next time we go live will be for the schedule release, which is Wednesday the 14th, getting on at 7, goes live at 8. Okay, so let's look up the Detroit Lions roster. Detroit Lions, I got to remember to cancel my free press subscription, bro. I don't even use them. Bro. And they be taking money out. Forgot to cancel them. They be coming in handy when Dave Burkett make a decent article. But outside of that, congratulations to Detroit Lions, SI, John, Christian, those guys over there. They hit 1,000 subscribers not too long ago, and they're actually able to monetize their YouTube channel. So congratulations to those gentlemen. I've been telling them to get into this. This is the new media, bro. This is the new media. It's where it's at. All right, so here we go. Let's bring it in. We're going to go down to D lineman, and we're going to talk about okay. All right, here we go. Again, the question is, who are Hatters? I heard a couple of weeks ago that it was some garbage rumor that the Lions were rumored to be in on TJ Watt. I don't buy it. I would make a video about it, but I don't buy it. I think that Trey Hendrickson is more of but Brad he done put the nail in the coffin. I mean, because how many? It's 32 teams, right? In the National Football League, it's 32 teams. So what is that? What is that? 64? So does the NFL have 64 elite edge rushers? And would you say that Aiden is an elite edge rusher? Oh, okay. So why can't that all be all we have? Come on, bro. Why not have 2 if you can get 2? Hey, 2 is better than 1. Come on, man. If we had Trey Hendrickson, we win in the Super Bowl. Come on, dog. All right. So the question is, do not move the goalpost. There's no other answers. There's only two things put in the comment section. Put Clowney or whoever. Whoever the name that you choose, it's Clowney or this person here. One of the people I'm about to name. And if you say I'm mad, I'm calling cap. The dude is a rookie. Let's let him play in the NFL first. And I'm talking about the NFL, not the practice, not look, the preseason ain't done. Come on, bro. We ain't even playing at full speed. Patrick Mahomes, he running off one leg. So, who we taking? Jadeveon Clowney. That is the only other option. Not Za'Darius, not anybody else. Or Marcus Davenport. The rookie, Ahmed. You've got Nate Lynn, he is a pass rusher. I think he's an edge guy. Broderick Martin, Aleem McNeil. Okay, they don't count because they're interior. Mohammed, Pat O'Connor. I forgot all about him. Isn't he a Levi? I mean, Josh Pascal. What that? Isaac Ukwu. Makai Wingo. Come on, dog. We talk about rushing the passer, not the guys that can play inside and out. Their job is a DN. That's what we're talking about. Jadeveon Clowney or these guys. They don't even have any designation. It's just D linemen. They don't even know where they are yet. Let me see. What does Hutch say? D lineman. What, we gonna act like Aiden gonna play in the middle? Come on, man. Look at our D-line. Look at the pass rusher position. Where is it? Pat O'Connor, he's all grit. he's literally all grit. Everybody on this squad is all grit except Hutch. Hutch is a superstar. Come on, dog. And we got this guy here. I know he inside, but come on, man. We can't drop, man. Okay, let me stop. Let me get up. Let me get myself back on screen. All right, who you picking? Who are you picking? Fave said Clowney. Nate Suffield, Clowney. You see what I'm saying? Durr says, old man Sue better at rushing the passer than scrubs we have, besides Hutch. Steven says, so you're telling me that if we get Jadeveon, your complaints about the pass rush will be gone? Will he suffice? He gonna have to. Will I stop complaining? Probably not. Probably not. But it'll simmer it down. Suffice, Steve, is Trey Hendrickson. Suffice is taking a player in the draft that is before the 6th round. Suffice is that. I'm gonna throw my hands up. There's nothing, what can I say? That's it. I mean, right now, Zadarius Smith, if we sign Zadarius Smith, it'd feel like he was Myles Garrett. So, I mean, will I be satisfied? I don't know. It's like eating some ramen noodles. You know how you eat ramen noodles? You be super hungry, you eat them, you scarf them down, and the minute you done eating, you still hungry. That's how this would be. I'd be like, okay, all right. But I said it'd be breaking news. It'd be like signing a superstar, bro. Because at 5.5 sacks in 14 games, he has more than anybody on our team not named Aiden Hutchinson. Put that into perspective. He's playing with Derek Brown and them guys. If Jadeveon Clowney at 14 games and 5.5 sacks had more sacks than anyone on our team not named Aiden Hutchinson, that is the only argument that I have. And it's a valid argument. And we're talking about, and here's what I want to know. Answer me this, and then we'll move. How long have we been on? Because I want to have legitimate conversations. I think I get lost. I think y'all get mad at me because of my delivery and the fact that I just don't back down. But think about it. Brad Holmes said, we're going to put all that pressure on a rookie. This is before he drafted a rookie defensive lineman in the 6th round, defensive end. And he literally said, that's a lot. We're going to put that on a rookie. But we are expecting more out of Ahmed than he is, because he used words like upside. He used words like potential, but we using words like dog. He gonna come out and he gonna be this kid. Okay, all right, let's see what he got. And hey, the better he is, the better my team is. But come on, Brad Holmes ain't even saying that. The scouting master, the genie, he's not even saying that. He's like, well, we got a lot of upside there. He's grit. He's for sure his motor. That's what he's saying. So come on, man. Y'all always talking about, I know more than Brad. Do y'all know more than Brad Holmes? Brad traded up for 2 guards before he took Ahmed. Come on, dog. Come on, man. See, that's what I'm saying. It says ramen is a broke meal. I like how Brad Holmes is. That's funny. That is funny. Man, ramen, bro. And ramen. Bro, ramen used to be like 15 cents, dog. Now you can't even. Man, I went in the store. So I go into CVS. Had to pick us a prescription. No, my wife needed some orange juice. She had like major like allergies, was crazy. So I bought all like 3 half gallons of orange juice. I go. And it was crazy. Forgot what I was going to say. I lost my own thought. It says, I relay these same facts you spitting to Woodward, and they all the same. They all say I'm an idiot and that Aiden is all we need. Q-ball, I'm going to keep it a buck. Okay? I'm going to keep it a buck. And don't tell nobody. But here's what, hold on. Let me take off the glasses. Let me make sure ain't nobody. Okay? It's just us. It's a lot of slappies in this space, bro. I'm talking about a lot of them. That's all they do. For some reason, they want to slap. I don't know. It's a lot of them in this space. That's why I appreciate the song you did for me, bro. I appreciate it because it's a lot of them. I saw a particular set of individuals react to us drafting Tyleek when literally right before that, they were talking about an edge and how they hope we drafted too. And I was disappointed. I was disappointed because it is some creators that they willing to cross the line, but they scurry back over the minute some heat come. It's a lot of cats out here like that. They either don't go to the line, they looking over there. Do you know when people invite me on a show, I tell them maybe not right now because I'm too hot. I'm too hot. I'm like Dylon. I spit hot fire, but I'm too hot. I don't want to bring my heat to their channel, right? Because I am hated in this community, but I'm also loved. But I see it, and to me, it's sad. It's sad because it's like they poke the bear, and then when the bear wake up, they run back away. It's sad, bruh. It's sad. If you think of Woodward talk bad about them, they trying to get players to come on there. They trying to come up. Yo, Derek, when do you think the season opener opponent will be Thanksgiving? How many primetime games in the last game of the season? Okay, so I had a schedule leak that was forwarded to me. I don't know how much I buy it, but I do believe that the last game of the season is going to be against a division opponent. This time it was Minnesota. Last time it was Green Bay. I'm feeling the Bears. The Bears would only make sense. We played the Bears on Thanksgiving. I would like to see a non-division game on Thanksgiving, but I feel like it's going to be another one, probably Minnesota, somewhere around there. Opening of the season, I don't know. It's not going to be Arrowhead. I would love that to be the case, but it's not going to be the Rams because that already happened. I don't know. The Eagles won a Super Bowl, so that's a possibility because they kick off the season. But that would mean 2 Lions games kicked off the last 3 seasons, so that's not going to happen. So just who I would like to see is the Chiefs. Who would be cool is the Eagles. I don't know. That's a real good one. Q-Boss says I get mad every time they sleep. The Slappies drink Brad Holmes' bathwater and claim that everything he does is a sneaky good move, nothing but glazing. Yeah. Bears or Washington first game? Washington will be the opener. I want to go to that game. So that'd be solid. Okay. Let me email this hold on. Let me bookmark this real quick. And then we'll talk about the schedule for the rest of the stream. We'll be on for another 20 minutes. So I think, did I bookmark this? Let me see. Because if I bookmark it, then I can actually talk about it. No, I didn't. Okay. Let me look up Detroit Lions. Okay, go here, go home. And then we're going to go to, I don't know why I didn't bookmark this. Detroit Lions. And yeah, okay, here it is. Bada boom, bookmark. Now we can bring it in. Go here, and go here. Okay. All righty. I'm going to bring it in now. They say you should do a Detroit sports spectacular stream while meeting the players. Hey, that would be fantastic. Jaden Daniels will probably break in general. He's too skinny. Man, did y'all see that his mama went on a date with him? I'd be like, mama, come on, man. I mean, listen. If my mama has, mama is like, I don't know if it's true. I didn't watch the whole video. I just read the caption and was like, dog. I mean, if I'm Jaden, because I don't know if she married or whatever. So, but I'll be like, mom, okay, listen, I'm a grown man. I'm in the NFL. At least hire some people that I never see to keep an eye on me. I can't, man. Cause I just, man, come on, man. I wouldn't even want to do that to my kid. I would hire some people that he paid and he didn't even know. Like, I'd be like, Jaden, I need some money. I would take that money. I would flip it. I would hire some people to play incognito and watch him. Like former CIA people or something, you know what I mean? Who their ability is to blend in. I mean, listen. Oh, you said Google the article? What article? But I'm just saying, I mean, is anybody else just like, I respect that she keeping them safe, but you gotta let them fly a little bit. Let them fly a little bit. So that means that what we was watching at the NBA game was true. And then I felt really bad because like a week later that the player like ruptured her Achilles. I was like, ooh, that's tough. That is tough, man. Yes, I'm gonna go Shift God. When I bring it in, I'm gonna tell you where we going. His mom needs to be investigated. Listen, I love my son. I'm very protective of my child, but at the same time, I'm like a triple. What is happening? Yeah, I would start to feel like, Mom, I know what you're trying to do, but you also taking away from me too. You taking away from me. We can have a third party be there if you want. It could be a Secret Service person, a retired, I don't know, somebody retired Secret Service person sitting across from me, making sure she don't accuse me. I get that, but I mean, with us on the date, that's crazy. You don't even have a person meet your mama till you know you, man, come on, man. Crazy. Sports Illustrated ranked the Lions 6th in defense after the draft, say we're going to sign with the new DC. Well, Steve, I appreciate Sports Illustrated, bro. I do. Remember all that talking we was doing last year? Super Bowl. Remember all that, bro? And nothing. We had the 27th rank or 8th pass defense. I ain't trying to hear. For me, it's let me see what you got. Because they basing all this stuff off numbers. And you can use the same application with me. Let me see what you got, bro. Now the time for talking is over. Let me see about the preseason. Let me see about the season. Talk to me in January when we, playing for the Super Bowl, playing in the playoffs. She prevented him from having any interaction with Juju Watkins. Crazy. One Pride. What up, though? All right, so let's do this. Second half of we done beyond that now. Here are let me see. Let me download this real quick. Because when I download it, I can blow it up. Let's go here. So after we're done with the stream, I'm going to walk. That is my new thing now, 10,000 steps a day. All right, there we go. Yeah, this works. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. Let me bring this in. Okay, here are the Detroit Lions 2025 opponents. We're going to start with home. The schedule release is next week. These are the home opponents. Remember that the Detroit Lions have 10 home games. Every year it's 10. Now they have 2 preseason games and 8 regular season games for a total of 10. I'm a waiting season ticket holder. I'm on the list, so I'm kind of learning as I go, right? So here are the home teams. I am not going to talk about the schedule, the record just yet, but feel free if you want to put your record predictions in the comment section below and in the live chat. For me, it all depends on when we're playing these players. Now, for the past 3 seasons, I have been within a game or 2 of our final record. I said something close to 9-8 when we went 9-8. I said 11-6, we went 12-5. I said 14-3, and we went 15-2. I can already tell you, man, it's going to be tough for me, but I'm going to try next week. But if you want to get ahead of it, for me, it matters. It matters when we're playing these teams. It 100%. Where Lions have 7 outdoor games compared to 3 last year. We don't know when those outdoor games are going to be. The Lions have played very well outdoors though, but remember we've done very well outdoors. People don't think we can play outdoors, but we've done very well outdoors. So these are our home teams. I'm going to be honest with you. Nothing here is screaming at me. I wouldn't be mad if I don't make it to a home game, because when we go to the away side, that's where I want to be. I'm telling you, if you can go to a game this year, let me come back to me. There's one that you have to go to. So not to say I wouldn't go to a home game, but my money is going to go to the away games. Now, here is the away schedule. Brutal. And it matters when we're playing these teams. Here's where I'm trying to go. I have never been to Soldier Field, Green Bay. I went here. I've never been here. This was fantastic. I've never been here, even though their stadium is garbage. I've never been here. So it looks like that yours truly will be trying to attend 8 of the 9 road games. That's where I'm trying to go right now. So priority number 1, this right here. If this game is held in September, October, or November, and maybe even December, depending on the weather, I implore you to go to this game. This stadium is ridiculous. Now, they're not coming off a Super Bowl victory this year, so it might be a little bit different, but they will be. This is fantastic. Go here. If you can pick one place, go here. This is number one. So this is probably the first ticket I'm going to buy when the schedule comes out. My second thing I want to go to, I'm going to talk about where I want to go. You guys can put what you want in the comment section as far as the record. My second place that I want to go is here. Had a blast. Santa Monica Beach, Venice Beach, SoFi Stadium. This was my favorite place outside of this until I went here. So it's going to be number one priority, probably number two. These three are in driving distance. This is kind of, it's a little far. If I go around, I think it's Lake Superior, whatever it is. So want to go here, already been there, want to go here, want to go here. And you know, I can't wait. I can't wait to go. As a matter of fact, you know I got to do it right, man. Hold on, let me find it. Here we go.
He's the funniest guy who gets the job done. Likes and how-tos, random bits, so fun. Man, he's so crazy, better look up and find Lamar Wilson.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, y'all better pray for me when I go here. Because I feel like if somebody see me in Baltimore, it's going to all of a sudden turn into The Wire. I'm telling you. You know how I feel about Lamar Jackson Wilson. So, man, I want to go to every home game but this. But outside will play a factor. Look at this. Outside. So all of our road games, and this is considered like a hybrid. All of them, except this, is outside. That's crazy. So it's going to be a lot different. But I am priority number one, priority number two. It's probably going to be 3, 4, 5. But I can drive between these two. This one's going to be, if this one's early, I might take the ferry. Like you can take the ferry and that cuts 3 hours off your time, something like that. So I would take the ferry. But I don't know if the game is early, I could go there and back. So that'll be that. So this has always been quite difficult. I need to be like, it's too easy. Bro. It's too easy. They don't care. They just drive. It doesn't matter. I need to join that crew. But these are what the road games are looking like. This is where I want to be because I've never been here, or here. This, I got homies in California who they ready to gig right now. And so these two I can drive to. This is about 3 hours, 3 to 4. And this is a bit of the same. So these are, but if these games are late in the year, I'm not going to be able to go because I have frostbite. So that's why I don't go to, I can't do the cold because frostbite is like, I get cold in my basement. I got frostbite in my fingers and toes. It's a long story, but it happened 30 years ago and you still feel the effects. That's why I be trying to tell like anybody, go outside, wear some gloves. Like once you get frostbite, you can't ever undo that. It's frost. You take what your fingers feel like for granted until you get frostbite. Then it's like, you just get, everything makes you cold. So let me see. Why would I go where? Spirit of Detroit. Why would I go where? To where? Lamar embarrassed us last time. He sure did. Derek gonna have us come 60. They have to come 60 if we go to Philly. Hey, bro, I feel like Baltimore are gonna be worse. But hey, I'm gonna be there, bro. I'm gonna be there. Cause listen, I'm like this. Touch me and I'll sue. I'm not gonna be antagonizing, but you put your hands on me, bro. I'm pressing charges. That's how that is. And I'm a hire somebody, some defense attorney, or some we got Mike Wins here in Detroit. As a matter of fact, I'm calling him from the hospital. I'll be like, listen, I know you usually do auto accidents, but it might be some money up in here. Okay, so you touch me. Remember, what was that Rocky 5? Touch me and I'll sue. Touch me and I'll sue. I'm suing somebody. Okay. I'm leaving here with something. That's all I'm saying. I can't wait to see this clown Brad fail at this film study. Going to be fun though. I think the NFL is saving the Eagles game for later in the year. If Tesla doesn't have an impact this year or year one, it's going to be a mistake. More project players. I'm from Akron. I hope I can meet at the Hall of Fame. Jamal, so here's how this is going to go. The Hall of Fame, I'm going to wait until I know what the weather is before I invest in the ticket. So unfortunately, that's going to be like when I can see. So I'll probably wind up buying a ticket that week. But if you don't make it there or I don't make it there, I'm trying to go to the Hall of Fame game the next week. I'm sorry, the Hall of Fame, Fantasy Football Expo, which is the following weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm trying to get a booth down there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do so yet. Right now, I'm kind of saving for it. So if we don't meet there because I've never been to the Hall of Fame, so this will be like 2 birds, 1 stone. It says, let's say, what if we have an international game? Fave, it's too late for that, but I feel like one is coming next year, and I think it's going to be in Germany. Derek, man, you've never been to Chicago. Okay, so I've never been to Chicago. I will say this, though. I did drive past Wrigley Field going to US Bank, and I almost died. So what is the name of this little stretch of highway? If you've been, I forgot what it's called. But the speed limit is 45 miles per hour. So, I've got a CDL. I'm driving. It's drizzling a little bit. I got my CDL 10 and 2. I'm like, I'm one of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I drive. You ain't about to get me a double fine ticket. I get double fine, double points. So I'm like this. It's cruise control, 45. It's people flying. I'm talking about like 85, 90. They just like, nying, 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 nying. I'm like, oh my God. Blowing. They were upset. I've never been, but I could only imagine. They said, I would really like to know why we passed up on so many pass rushers at pick 70. Tesla needs to become a Pro Bowler in a couple of years to make him worth it. Because Brad said it, bro. He said that the priority of a pass rush was more us than them. So that's why. I'm glad he said it. So yeah, have I ever been to Chicago? I might have been to Chicago, like just in and out. Oh, I did go when I was flying back home. I stopped in the Chicago airport. Yeah. But it was when I was coming back home from California with the San Francisco 49ers. So San Francisco is also a very dope place. That's lit too. So I would have to put probably Arrowhead. It wasn't, what, the Rams, the tailgating at the Rams was pretty lit too. And this was Stafford's first year there, so this is before they won the Super Bowl. What's up, Jamal? What's going on? Jamel, what's happening, bro? What's going on? So anyway, that's going to be the show, ladies and gentlemen. So if you watch this on playback, feel free to give your record prediction and put whether you trust anybody on our team over Jadeveon Clowney. So put that in the comment section. We will be live this Thursday, May 14th. All right. We're going live at 7. The schedule releases at 8, and we'll find out when we play. I think what I'm going to do is immediately buy. You know what I might do is, see, this is kind of where it gets tough. And this is how, and I got a special announcement before we end the stream. This is where it gets tough because being outside, like, it's too easy in them. They go, it doesn't matter. Snow, rain, they're there. I am not like that. I'm not going to drive in the snow. I drove in the rain when I went to, what was it? Kansas City. And it was a downpour. It was like a flood warning. And I had to go like 10 miles an hour. You ever been on a freeway and it's storming and people put on their flashers? I had to put on flashers, bro. The only reason I didn't pull over to the side is because I was in like the second lane to the right, and it was raining so hard I couldn't even see to get over. So I had to just stay where I was at. I was terrified. But if the weather is not conducive, but I've already purchased the ticket, like I need the airfare, I need all of that way before the game. So, but I'm not sitting in the rain. That's not going to happen. I'm not sitting in the rain anywhere. Like, that ain't happening. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to the Rams and Arrowhead for sure. I'll just have to deal with the rain if it happens. Chicago Midway. That's what it is. Thank you, Nathan. The Midway, bruh, 45 miles an hour, but they were doing at least double that. I mean, they're flying past me. I'm like, wait a minute. What are you talking about? There's a speed limit there, buddy. Where are you blowing at, man? You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's what it is. The midway. It was killing me. 2 guys and a podcast. I like that. Derek, when you get a chance, check out the new Lions hype song I wrote. Off air is fine. Would like to know what you think about it. Okay, is it on the channel that you just talked about or that you're commenting from? Because let me go to it now. Pop that up. And so I could at least, okay. Oh, from 5 days ago. Okay, let me watch it. Let me click on it. Okay, so that way it's in my history. All right, cool. Thank you. I'm hoping to go to the Minnesota game. Come on, darn. Come on, bro. Okay, let's do this then. Because there's no way I can go to all 9 road games. But hey, US Bank was lit. US Bank was a great stadium. The prices were super cheap. They were way more reasonable than Ford. The hotel wasn't bad. So yeah, it ain't too bad, bro. Yeah, we can talk about it for sure. Yeah, the road games. Hey, Spirit. Road games, bro. See, man, come on, dog. You should know. Let me just tell you something. Hold on. Let me make sure we get off in enough time. All right. So here's the thing about me. I like adversity. I like being in enemy territory. It's like no other. It's like you walking around, you got your Honolulu blue on. You got the ocean of other fan bases. You got, when we went to San Francisco, you got them clowns, right? It's just something about it, man. It does something for me. I love being up against it. I thrive being up against it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I love it. Road games are cool. I mean, home games are cool, especially like in the playoffs. But a road game, man. You there. Everybody's against you. It's just awesome. So here is the. Hey, Spirit. Hey, I'm insane, bro. I'm repping because, like I said, they touch me, I'm suing. I'm finding somebody. I'm leaving here with something. That's all I'm saying. And I went to Indianapolis. You couldn't really tell in Indianapolis though because the colors are so similar. But yeah, it was lit, bro. So I love it. I love walking around and they talking junk and you talking junk. I love it, man. But here's the announcement. I think I might have told you guys last week. But the plan is I got like one more channel. And I've been thinking about it for the past year or so, and I've decided that I'm going to start a vlogging channel specifically catered to when I go to the game. So I've got the camera picked out that I want. It's a little small camera that I'd be able to take in the games, and the plan is to send the footage off to somebody to edit it for me, and I pay them to do so. But I feel like that's what's missing from the experience. Now, you might be like, well, Derek, why are you starting a new channel? Because that doesn't work on this channel. This channel is set for, I am, ESPN of the Detroit Lions. That's what I am. This channel has a niche. It is set in it. There's nothing. Film doesn't work over here. Nothing works but how we do things. So I'm going to start a vlogging channel that I would love to vlog the first game to be the Hall of Fame game, that whole experience. And then anything I do related to the Lions will be, it'll be kind of like It's Too Easy, how they don't really do anything during the offseason, but they have their vlog games and stuff like that. But I've been thinking about it for a while of vlogging. It probably won't be that hype because, they like 20-something years old, so I can't keep up with them. But it'll be my experience because it's so many experiences, like on the airplane, in the airport, being seen when people see me with the blue beard, right? So it's going to be a task for sure because I'm not a vlogger guy and I got to remember to cut the camera on and record this and all this other stuff. But the plan is to start the channel's already made, but my first video will be somewhere around the Hall of Fame game. So I just want to put that, if somebody comes up with that or starts it before me, then they stole it from me. I'm just saying, a lot of thieves out here, man. Anyway, appreciate you guys. We out of time and I will see you soon, man. Don't forget, next week is the schedule release and I will see you live then, man. Let me one more time before we get off. Shout out to the big homie Riley. You see the smile on his face? He had that smile the whole time. And then after we separated, I was smiling because it's just surreal to see people that are really kind of enamored to see you, man. So shout out to Riley. Shout out to everybody I saw at the games, man. And I'll catch you next time.